All right, I don't know why it started all of a sudden, but we're going to go with it. This is my November TBR. It is a big, hefty thing. Will we get through all of it? Probably not, but I normally don't finish my TBRs anyways, so we're just going to get through as much as possible. I'm going to go over what the books are, why I picked it, maybe a little bit about it. We'll check it out, but we'll see what I have planned. So, first and foremost is Recursion. This is a book I started in October, so obviously I would like to finish it in November. I am roughly about halfway. I still have all of today to kind of get more, but most likely it will be finished in November. So that is why it's picked. We have No Place Left to Hide by Megan Lally. I heard this is a good, quick, easy kind of, I guess, suspense thriller mystery that's a young adult and stuff. And I picked quite a few that are kind of smaller because I have a couple of big ones too. So, interested for that. We have The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Again, it's kind of short and small. And I read her, I forgot the title of the story, but I read one of her other books and it wasn't too bad. And I thought, why not add this? Add a little romance into it because a lot of these are different things. I have This Is How You Lose the Time War. I've heard a lot about this, but I actually don't know much about it. I did read the summary and it talks about two different sides of the war communicating, I think, through telegraphs and stuff. So I think it might be interesting. It's different than what I normally read. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. Next is we have What Lies Beyond the Veil. This is Harper Woods. I read her Coven and Cursed books, and this is a different series of hers. So this is book one. I love the fact that it actually tells me book one. But yeah, this one talks about gods and worshiping in them and what happens when things go wrong, I guess. So we'll see how that goes if I do. And then we have Hair of Fire. So I finished Assassin's Blade, and I've of course already read Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. So this is the next one, but I'm not in the hurry to read this, but I do know that I should try to. So it's on here to try to continue the series. And along with that too, we have A Court of Wings and Ruin. ACOTAR I read like 2024 of July. And then I finished A Court of Fury and Mist and Fury, whatever it's called, right? And I like that one a lot better. So I'm curious how this one is, but it is also pretty thick. If I remember, it's like just shy of 700. So I don't know if I'll get in that. Then we have Death at Morning House. This is by Maureen Johnson. I just finished her Truly Devious series back in August, I think, and I loved it. It was fun. It was interesting. This is a completely different series, and I think it's a newer book of hers. So I'm curious about it, and there's something about being an accidental arsonist in it. So I don't know how that's true, but we're gonna find out. And then I've seen this all over, and I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, but I've been starting to dabble in it. Blake Crouch kind of has sci-fi and stuff, and I've read a couple others. So this is still a little out of my comfort zone, but I've heard a lot about it. So we're going to also try to do Red Rising. Do I think I'm going to like it? I don't know. I've heard too that with this one, the second books in the series, second, third, are really more interesting, and the first one's eh. So I don't know. And then this one I've seen a lot recently about, and I don't know if it's newer or whatnot, but Blood Over Brighthaven. It seems interesting. I don't know anything about this one either. It says on the back, Skyona stepped into the circle toward her destiny, or toward the end of everything. So I don't really know, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this. like I said, a lot of these are ones that either A, I've seen people talk about, B, they're on my radar to finish and continue series so that I can like not have it just on my head. And they're series that I want to continue. You know, people who have series and they're like, oh, here, let me finish these series. Or, hey, here are series I'm never going to finish. I'm kind of like that, but I just also don't keep track fully. So, would I ever do a series like that? I probably should. Where I'm like, hey, these are series I'm going to continue. These are series I need to finish. But that's just a lot of work too. And I'm like, some of these I'm like, I accidentally grabbed the fourth book thinking that it was the first or not knowing it's a series. So there's always that. But like I said, a lot of these I'm interested in reading, seeing. Like I said, some of them are smaller books because I did not read a lot in October. Throne of Glass, what is it? Assassin's Blade. The prequel, technically, to Throne of Glass, kind of almost put me in a bit of a slump. So, Blake Crouch is helping me get out of it. But again, it's near the end of the month already, and I don't think I'm going to finish him in time. But I'm hoping to get a lot more. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. And also, too, I'm trying to catch up with my, my reading goal, which is 100 books. And I think I'm on like 75, 76. So I am kind of behind. Will I hit it? Probably not, but I'm going to get as close as possible. So that is that. If you guys like any of these books, if you've read them, you like them, tell me your thoughts, opinions. Are any of these on your TBR for November? Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching. And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see what's coming up next. And I will see you guys later. Bye.